Now on CoastTV News.
Into the ditch, a car and an SUV off the road near Clarksville. What we know about the accident.
Lighting up the discussions on dark skies here in Fenwick Island. The possible lighting changes that could be coming your way.
Prices up, prices down, some prices staying the same. Cost adjustments to the ferry and the fares for the Cape May Lewis Ferry. And new rules for new Maryland drivers, how hundreds of people could be helped and soon.
And the perfectly sunny day could have a bit of a spoiler in the form of blustery breezes that'll start to kick in for the next couple of days.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
A dim view of light pollution. Fenwick Island wants to tone down the bright of the night. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Mallory Metzner has the night off. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with the Dark Skies Initiative down in Fenwick Island. Bright lights can be a headache in Fenwick, as CoastTV reporter Charles Reinert shows us. One committee is looking to bring the lights down literally, as in directionally, to clear up the view.
Bright lights, big problem.
The brightness of these lights is pretty overwhelming.
Rosemary Hoy is on the Fenwick Island Residential Concerns Committee. They've been tasked with cutting down on unnecessary light pollution, specifically from these old lampposts on Schultz Road that seem to shine every which way.
We believe is creating a fair amount of trespass onto people's properties and into their homes, and potentially into the neighboring wetlands with the wildlife there as well.
The discussion is part of the town's Dark Skies Initiative, which aims to cut down on light pollution, limiting its impact on people and wildlife. Richard Robinson lives on Schultz Road and thinks the changes will be welcome.
I think the neighbors, even those whose homes are maybe excessively illuminated, are interested as well to not create adverse impact for their neighbors.
Fenwick Island is far from the only coastal town to dabble in the light conversation. Rehoboth Beach and Lewis have had similar discussions, and Robinson says he's happy to see the neighborhood come together.
Everyone in the community is working together to try to get to the right place. I think the leadership is, I think the folks who are studying it in detail are, and I certainly think the homeowners want to be good neighbors to one another.
The committee is working with Delmarva Power to bring new lamps into the neighborhood that would aim the light towards the street instead of the homes. The committee plans to meet again on March 4th. I'm Charles Reinert in Fenwick Island, CoastTV News.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside right now into the Salisbury area. Our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams, joining us now. Paul, let's take a look through the weather.
And as I'm looking through the weather, Charlie, I'm looking at clear skies like we have right about now, courtesy of our Spicer Brothers camera. And in Salisbury, temperatures, well, it's cold outside. I was thinking about going swimming in between the break, but no. Anyway, so we're looking at winds pushing out of the north. It's cold, okay? I mean, it's genuinely just really cold. We're down to 30 degrees. We're going to go back and forth between 30 and 29 for the rest of the night under mostly clear skies, and we're just staying clear. We do still have a coastal flood advisory that's active for us right now, and also we have another one that's active for us in Dorchester, but we now have a new one that's just been activated since we have signed on, and that's right here. So I'm going to go over this and more detail on our next weather segment, because this literally just popped up a few moments ago, Charlie.
We'll check in, Paul, and for more weather updates, make sure you pull out your phone, scan the QR code here for the First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free, and that helps you get all those weather updates you need. New tonight, we have pictures now from a car accident that happened Sunday just south of Clarksville. Let's take a look at the photos here. According to the Millville Volunteer Fire Company, this happened around 5:23 p.m. at the intersection of Burbage Road and Powell Farm Road. As you can see, the vehicle's in a ditch. The SUV looking a bit more beat up than the sedan. This scene's still under investigation. No report of injury or cost of the damage at this time. Also new tonight, the next time you ride the Cape May Lewis Ferry, you may notice differences in some of the cost of some fares. Some going down, some up, some staying the same. Starting April 1st, it's going to cost you more to bring on a vehicle. $1, $2, or $3 more, depending on the size. But passenger fares for kids 6 to 13, that's going down $1. Shuttle fares are going up $2, and adult passenger fares, those are going to remain unchanged. They've been the same dating back to 2009. There are some other changes as well, loyalty program information and more. We have that up on our website, CoastTV.com.
I'm Madeline Overturf. Here's a look at some of the things happening across Delmarva. Good news for Maryland drivers. According to the Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration, they've added 9 additional translations to the learner's permit knowledge test, 17 total now. Among the new are American Sign Language and Tagalog, which is spoken in the Philippines. If you are looking for buried treasure in Chincoteague, leave the metal detector at home. Friends of the Refuge reminding parkgoers that metal detectors are not allowed on National Park Service land. Encouraging news from Maryland's bird population, pilots and biologists counted the midwinter population of ducks, geese, and swans. They found the population to be lower than last year's, but consistent with the most recent 5-year average. That's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. I'm Madeline Overturf.
Traffic news, lane closures heading to Bethany Beach on Route 1 between Logan Street, York Road, and Evergreen Road. That begins Monday, February 12th through Thursday, February 15th. That's going to be due to some drilling work. DelDOT says that drivers can expect minor delays in the area. Another scheduled road closure, Cave Neck Road between Diamond Farm Road to Hudson Road in Milton. That's going to be closed starting at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. That one coming right up, February 7th through Friday evening on February 9th. DelDOT says the work is needed for the replacement of a failing crossroad pipe. Now let's take some time to take a look at some current road closures. Drivers in Sussex County should keep an eye out for in Dagsboro. Swamp Road between US 113 and Gumtree Road is closed until February 9th for construction work. In Fenwick Island, West Maryland Avenue between Route 1 and Island Street closed until the 9th as well. That's for the installation of new drainage. Over in Georgetown, South Bedford Street between Zor Road and Park Avenue has intermittent lane closures. That's until June for roadway improvements. And also in Georgetown, also until June, Aero Safety Road between US 113 is closed for improvements. Big changes could be coming to the U.S. immigration system if a long-awaited Senate bipartisan border deal and foreign aid package becomes law. While the bill has an uphill battle in Congress, if it passes, it would dramatically reshape the asylum process and grant new powers to the president. Gloria Pazmino has more on the details.
Amid an intensifying migrant surge at the U.S. southern border and raging conflicts overseas, a bipartisan legislative proposal was unveiled Sunday to address these crises and dramatically change the U.S. immigration law for the first time in decades.
This bill is vital to America's future interests.
Among the changes, new emergency authority for the executive branch to restrict border crossings if certain numbers are reached, raising the legal standard of proof to pass the initial screening for asylum, expediting the asylum process from years to 6 months, and a new process for U.S. citizenship and immigration services to decide asylum claims without going through the courts.
All the things that we build into this to make this a much stronger system, gaps that are in the law get closed in this structure.
The $118.2 billion package also provides critical aid to key U.S. allies abroad, including additional support for Ukraine, security assistance for Israel, as well as humanitarian assistance for civilians in Gaza and the West Bank. While Senate leadership is pushing for passage,
We have to persist because this legislation is too important to the country.
the compromise faces an uncertain future. GOP House Speaker Mike Johnson calling it dead on arrival, despite demands from Republicans to contend with the border crisis.
We have to decide as Republicans, what are we going to actually do about the border?
In New York, I'm Gloria Pazmino.
Notable tonight in relation to this bill, the National Border Patrol Council, the official union for the U.S. Border Patrol, has come out and endorsed this bipartisan bill. And breaking news tonight, Senate Republican leadership held a special closed-door meeting tonight at the Capitol to discuss the newly revealed national security supplemental bill, the one we just went over there. Oklahoma Senator James Lankford, the lead negotiator, was expected to present the details of the border proposal to House Republicans during that meeting, but it didn't go very well for the bipartisan hopefuls. Following that meeting, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson continued to say what he has been saying, that the deal is dead on arrival.
We might have been able to head this mess off at the pass if the House had had its way and its will work through that process. But what they produced for us right now really isn't a border security bill. It's an immigration bill, and that is not what is needed for the moment.
It is unclear how tonight's statements from Speaker Johnson will impact the Senate vote that's expected to happen later this week. Attention hunters, here's a friendly reminder from Delaware Forest Service. The agency is asking to please remove your deer stands as deer hunting season is now over. They hope to see more hunters for next season. And time to talk turkey. The DENREC Division of Fish and Wildlife has announced the completion of its 2024 Wildlife Area Turkey Hunting Permit Lottery. Now, out of the 836 hopefuls, 500 lucky applicants have been selected to get those permits for this season. Those selected and those not selected will find out via mail with permits or postcards that are expected to arrive within the next 2 weeks. Selected hunters, remember to return the included survey card with your permit. That helps you secure your eligibility for next year's hunt. And we are thrilled to announce that CoastTV has a brand new Facebook page for the latest in news, exclusive content, and interactive discussions. Make sure to visit and follow our new page. It's easy to do. Just head over to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC or scan the QR code that's right on your screen right now. It'll help you stay connected with us. We are just getting started this evening. Still to come, the king and his cancer. Shocking news out of the royal family today, what they're saying and what we still don't know.
And coastal flood concerns may begin to subside as we go through the next cycle of high tides. We'll talk more about that and the latest advisories next.
And next, in the middle of Milton, a new building for business and condos. But would that change the charm of this small town? We're going to be back in just 60 seconds.
But when I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally. And that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
It's a proposal that's already been debated among members of the Milton Town Planning and Zoning Commission, and now it's going to the council for further discussion and possibly even a vote. As Coast TV's Tori Seagrave shows us, people in Milton see this new building proposal as a big change for a small town.
Teresa Pulowski heads downtown for a cup of coffee. Pulowski says she moved to Milton for its slower pace and neighborly charm, and she doesn't want a big new building to change that.
I would be very disappointed because it would take away from the atmosphere and the ambiance of Milton, and I just think it's such a quaint little town, and that would not be, it wouldn't add anything to it.
According to RJL Associates Inc.'s application, the mixed-use building would consist of 3 floors, the first floor for businesses, the top 2 floors for condos. Right next door, Zava Cafe's owner thinks growth can be handled tastefully.
Maybe the overall outside facade, if it has a historic feel, would be pretty cool. But I'm excited to see Milton have something new, but also just wanted to make sure that it's controlled and it's keeping the neighbors happy as well.
The project would be built on 3 parcels of land at the corner of Federal and Union Street, including 37 parking spaces. The developer has plans for tenant parking, but the availability for public parking remains unclear. Pulowski, for one, hopes for a different use of the space.
A parking lot would be nice to have there because there is such limited parking. So just put a parking lot. We don't need anything gaudy.
But Russell thinks a compromise can be made.
Parking has been a little bit of an issue for some time now, but if they can somehow address that too as well, that would be great for the business as well, for people coming in that necessarily don't live here.
This proposal is up for discussion and a possible vote at tonight's Milton Town Council meeting. That meeting is at the Milton Public Library and starts at 6:30. I'm Tori Seagraves in Milton, Coast TV News.
That brings us to tonight's Coast TV poll. What's your view on a new building in Milton? Let's take a look at the screen, and here's what people have said so far. Most are saying you need more parking, but the rest of this fits well, gets 23%, too big, that's 28%. Now we're going to have this poll come up one more time, so if you want to go vote, you can at coasttv.com, or you can use the Coast TV mobile app. Buckingham Palace announced in a statement today that King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. According to the statements, during the King's recent hospital procedure for benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests identified a form of cancer. Buckingham Palace did not specify what form of cancer was diagnosed or at what stage it was found. The statement also said that His Majesty has today commenced a schedule of regular treatments, during which time he has been advised by doctors to postpone public-facing duties. Camp Rehoboth is partnering with the Blood Bank of Delmarva for a blood drive on Saturday, February 24th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The partnership follows the news of the FDA lifting its ban on the ability for men who have sex with men to donate blood, something that had been banned for decades.
Well, we take a look outside, and it's been very clear, but it's been very chilly. Not just cold, just kind of annoying, like go grab your coat for real chilly outside. This is courtesy of our Hershey Exteriors camera in Ocean City. We're holding at 40 degrees. And what are we expecting? We're going to drop from 39 midnight down to 37 at 1 and 2 o'clock to dipping down to 35 degrees by 3 o'clock. By the way, real quick, I want to give you this quick piece of information. If you're a little bit intimidated about scanning this QR code here in the corner, it's okay. We got you covered. You can actually call our weather line. It's 443-880-9100. We've tried to make the number as easy to remember as possible. So, the area code 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a phone call away. So pick up your phone and pick it up, and you can hear the forecast verbally. Every day it's a 24-hour line. I did my phone this way, by the way, instead of this way, because the young people that I work with told me that I dated myself by doing this. I'm an AARP member, okay? Cut me some slack, coworkers. Anyway, all right, here we go. So, small craft advisory. We're looking for 25-mile-per-hour winds still staying active along the coast for us here in Sussex County. So it's staying breezy here and down towards Ocean City, all the way down towards Chincoteague. Now, not only that, but we also have a flood statement that was just issued tonight that will stay in effect until 7 o'clock for Ocean Pines, North Ocean City, West Ocean City, Fenwick Island area as well, Berlin. Now, this is because we're concerned about the high tide bringing in the possibility of some flooding that could happen in low-lying areas. That's the same concern we have for all of Sussex County. It's a tide-driven advisory. So, Indian Beach, Indian River, Ocean View, all along the coast. And not only that, but as we go even more inland for Hurlock, Reeds Grove, Brookview, and all these places. So that's what's happening right now, and that's tide-related. So it's not that we're watching out for more rain. We got up to 47 degrees today, which was one above the norm. We're looking at very chilly for us right now, 29 to 32 degrees and 27 in Delmar, 40 along the coast. And we're really not that much different than we were just 24 hours ago. It just feels uncomfortable. Now, for the next dozen hours with the next dozen donuts, I love this graphic. Anyway, we're looking at 29 to 31 degrees respectfully. And then in the morning time, we're looking at all clear skies and beautiful weather as it stays clear. You see, Tuesday morning, we start off at freezing and we flip it up to like 40. Wednesday, we start off near freezing again. We flip it back up to 40 again. So Tuesday and Wednesdays are like Pete and repeat, not a problem. So that's looking pretty clear. The only day that I see a problem is really on Monday. That's this wall of rain that's going to pull through, and that's going to prompt our yellow alert day, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. Along the coast for the next 3 days, we're looking pretty clear, pretty cooperative, and nice. Now we'll finally take a look at that extended forecast. There we go. Your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast, real quick. This is a yellow alert day, meaning it's not a severe weather day, but it's a very ugly, going to bother you all day and be miserable warning, or better known as yellow.
Well, thank you. That's the young at heart, Paul Williams. Next, hold your horses. When and how you can attend a meeting of the Maryland Horse Industry Board.
Join Club Ocean at Ocean Downs and get $20 free play guaranteed. We ship you not. Then use your card every time you play to earn more rewards. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Homeowners frequently face unexpected heating and air conditioning expenses at the most inconvenient times. For a limited time, Coastal Comfort is offering a worry-free 10-year guarantee on select systems for as low as $199 a month. Customers will also receive 10 years of parts, 10 years of labor, and 10 years of maintenance, but only with Coastal Comfort. Discover peace of mind with Coastal Comfort, keeping your home comfortable and hassle-free for years to come. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Quarterback gets ready, steps up, hands off the wrist to the running back.
Oh, Ritz.
He spins outside.
What you got there?
Avoids pressure. Stretches and brings it home.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
A meeting of the Maryland Horse Industry Board will be held on February 15th at 10 a.m. by teleconference. The meeting will include current information and discussion concerning horse board initiatives, along with updates from the board members and reports from stable inspectors. The Delaware Forest Service is now seeking entries for its annual Arbor Day poster contest. The contest open to all students from kindergarten to 5th grade. Students can be from public, private, homeschool, after school, and other organized youth groups. The annual Arbor Day poster contest is designed to increase an appreciation and awareness of the important role that trees play in our quality of life, our communities, our ecosystems, and the state. Coming up in sports, how a Crisfield student athlete is shining on the soccer field and in the classroom. And next, Las Vegas Super Bowl party. Have it got your attention? What it could cost to toss a soiree at home versus going to a bar in the city of sin.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Wheelers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
At Rite Aid, we know your yoga routine is more than a workout. It's a ticket to cheat day. That your eye drops do more than soothe eyes. They keep you scrolling all night. And that your skincare is more than just me time. So from your bedtime routine to your wake-up rituals, it means more at Rite Aid. Get up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccinations so you don't miss a moment with the ones you love. Over 60, you may need your RSV vaccination too. Schedule ahead or just walk in.
Uncover the perfect blend of comfort, innovation, and safety at Gateway Subaru. And right now, it's your choice. Choose what fits your lifestyle and budget. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Forester for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 2.9%. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Gateway Subaru, where every choice leads to a new adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
At Chesapeake Home Services, we take the risk so you don't have to. Trust our team with the sale and installation of your new water heater, and if you're not satisfied for any reason within the first year and we can't fix it, we'll buy it back. Making sure you get the best possible water heater at an affordable price, we offer friendly financing options for as low as $55 a month. When it's time to get a new water heater, take the hottest bed out there. With Chesapeake Home Services, we always go the extra mile.
Service sure to make you smile. They always go the extra mile.
Are you hosting a Super Bowl party this year? Well, you can expect to spend just a little bit more than last year. That's because the price of groceries are slightly higher. But what if you want to splurge and just head to Vegas, watch the big game at a bar? Jen Sullivan breaks down this year's costs.
It's often the most watched TV event every year in the U.S., the Super Bowl. Roughly 112 million people across the country plan to throw or attend a Super Bowl party this weekend, and more than 16 million plan to watch at a bar or restaurant, according to the National Retail Federation. And with Super Bowl 58 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers being hosted in Las Vegas, you can expect big crowds and high prices in Sin City.
It's a big weekend in Las Vegas.
If you want to travel to Vegas just to watch the game at a bar or casino, here's what you can expect to pay. The average price for a hotel room this upcoming weekend is $391 per night, according to travel platform Hopper. Compare that to this past weekend, prices were $161 a night.
I don't think we're going to be able to score some great Super Bowl deals.
It will be much cheaper to watch from your couch. The National Retail Federation says total Super Bowl spending for food, drinks, apparel, and decorations are expected to reach a record $17.3 billion. That averages out to $86.04 per person.
A Super Bowl party at home is going to be the best way to get the bang for your buck.
Shoppers are still paying more for food. According to a Super Bowl food spending report by Wells Fargo, ground beef prices are up nearly 12% compared to a year ago. But the price of fresh chicken wings is cheaper, averaging $3.26 a pound. Here's a savings tip. That same report suggests canned soft drinks will cost more than bottled ones. That's partly because the cost of aluminum is higher. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Also in sports, a Crestfield High student athlete leading the Crabbers on the field and in the classroom. Delmarva Sports Network's Luke Melly introducing us to this month's Scholar Athlete Award winner.
At Crestfield High School, there's one student who represents Crabber pride from in and out of the classroom. That student is senior Braden Wieland. He starred on the soccer field this fall, scoring 3 goals and racking up 3 assists in his final high school season. But he hopes it's not the last soccer he'll play.
My favorite sport's definitely soccer by far. I played that my whole entire life. Soccer for sure, I think I can go next level. I'm just not really sure we're at.
In order to make that next level, he says it starts with his studies.
Yeah, definitely putting the time in sports really helps, but the classroom, that's really going to get you to the next level, you know, because to get a scholarship or to get to the next level, you got to have a good GPA, you got to have good grades.
The combination of stardom on and off the field is what earned Braden this month's Scholar Athlete Award, presented by your local Honda dealer.
Braden, on behalf of your local Salisbury Honda dealership, the Bank of Salisbury, we'd like to congratulate you for excelling on and off the field and in school and becoming the Scholar Athlete Award for this month.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Chrisfield boys soccer head coach Harold Frock says that Wheelan represents everything about being a Scholar athlete.
First and foremost, Brady's just a great person overall. It doesn't matter if we're doing a drill at practice or we're in a game situation with a couple minutes to go. You know what I mean? He always gives 110%.
Congratulations to Braden Wheelan on winning this month's Scholar Athlete Award. Reporting from Chrisfield, Maryland for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Luke Milai.
All right, and this brings us to our Coast TV poll. What's your view on the new building in Milton? Let's take a look at the screen right here. You can see still needs parking. That's the big lead. Too big says 38% and another 18% says fits well. You can go vote on coasttv.com. We'll be right back.
Toyota is the official automotive partner of the NFL with a lineup that can't be beat. And with plenty of vehicles in stock, there's less waiting and more saving. So head into your Toyota dealer. We'll make a game plan just for you. Buy a Tundra now with 4.99% APR, or go with a Tacoma and get 3.99% APR. It's game on at Toyota, official partner of the NFL. Toyota, let's go places.
The world's #1 selling farm tractor. Easy to operate and more powerful than your average tractor. Mahindra tractors. Push more, pull more, lift more. With more torque and lower engine maintenance, Mahindra tractors are rugged and tough. We know how much you love your land, so we want you to love your tractor. Get your next Mahindra tractor today. Southern States of Milford, improving farming and improving life. Rooted since 1948.
Flu season brings the constant caroling of sneezing, sniffling, and whining children. 30% of people infected with influenza do not know it, making it easy to infect others, especially young children. Your best shot? A flu vaccination for yourself and those you love. Your Dachshund offers flu shots 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Flu shots for veterans are always free. Get your flu shot today. Your Dachshund, in partnership with Tidal Health.
Simplify your kitchen with a pull-out trash can, organized spice rack, or sliding shelves.
At Paul Davis, we designed your kitchen to work with your life.
And Paul Davis won't tear out your kitchen, so you don't have to worry about months of disruption. And you'll save money.
Instead, let us reface your kitchen cabinets in the latest style and color in just 3 days.
Right now, Paul Davis is offering free installation with no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
We'll come see you as soon as tomorrow or visit our new showroom in Salisbury.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your Gutter Helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Oh, I didn't realize we were live. I'm sorry. Live TV. Here's a look. No, sorry. Here's a look at our Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling winner, Joanne Smith. Congratulations. You're now our new winner, courtesy of Paul Davis. Now, also, we wanted, there we go. My computer's acting really weird. Seaford right now, we're looking at it staying very clear for a night now with temperatures in the 20s, dropping down to 30 degrees for us under mostly clear skies right now. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Now, one thing I want you to notice, we're trending upward, which is great, But we have what's called a yellow alert day. This is going to be on Monday. We're looking for rain pretty much all day long, at least about a half an inch of rain. And we're looking for about 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. So that's going to be a possibility as well.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you all at home for joining us here on Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Tonight's show starring Jimmy Fallon, that's next. We're going to see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.